So really the mission of GNI is really to protect the freedom of expression and privacy rights of users around the world. We're a multi-stakeholder initiative, so we have companies, human rights organisations, investors and academics who are active members and participants of GNI. And really what we're trying to do is to address a series of issues that I think started to emerge probably 6-7 years ago. And the issues, I'd sort of briefly describe them in this way. Firstly, there's kind of an exponential growth of the number of people around the world who are using information communication technology. So we have something like 650 million users of Facebook, about 5 billion people have cell phones, about 2 billion people connected to the internet. So there's a huge number of people who are starting to use this technology and using the technology in a way that's increasingly integral into their sort of social, economic and political lives. And what we're starting to see as a result of that is a lot of government interest around the world in terms of the way in which these technologies are being used and the potential impact that they can have. So we're starting to see companies increasingly getting requests from governments either to share information about users, to censor information that's on the internet that might be restricting the freedom of expression and privacy rights of users. So the kind of consequence of that is that the business decisions that companies are making in this sector are becoming really important. So, you know, where data is stored, you know, where servers are located, on what conditions companies will share information with governments. These kind of things really can impact on the rights of a lot of people in many, many different places in the world. So those are the kind of issues that GNI was established to address. The idea of having companies and working with human rights groups and with academics and investors is not a new thing for GNI. There are other sectors and other industries that have really tried to create similar kind of models in this intersection between business and human rights. So you can look at the extractives industry, have something called the Extractives Industry Transparency Initiative. There's a number of things in the apparel sector, the Fair Labour Association, the Ethical Trading Initiative. So GNI is very much modelled on these types of initiatives that emerged some time ago in other sectors. In terms of the work that we do, the first thing that GNI did was really to develop, using these 4 stakeholder groups, a set of principles and guidelines to guide company action when they're facing requests from governments that might impact on the rights of users. Those guidelines are based on international human rights standards and were actually developed very much alongside the UN framework that Rachel was talking about, and we've had for a number of years as an observer someone in Rachel's team working alongside us. So our principles and guidelines very much mirror the kind of protect and respect framework.